Hey YouTubers, this is going to be a version of the EDC, which is better known as the everyday carry. However, this is going to be a mixture of the things that's in my vehicle that is an everyday drive. Alright, so first off, I want to point out the 35 rounder Glock 19. Alright, this is made specifically for the 18 Charlie Glock, which is the fully automatic Glock 19 version. Then I have an ASP, or some people like to call it a Monadnock. Fully extends up to 24 inches, steel tip right here, and it's meant to put a hurting on somebody, and I'm gonna demonstrate that later. Alright, next we have the Gerber. Alright, this is pretty nice. It's called the Gerber Recon. Retails for about 34 bucks. It's pretty sturdy. It's not bright at all. I'm not sure the lumens count, however, but if you look right here, it has a press. If you press this button, a light will come on, and it's just meant for a quick, quick accusations of acquiring not really a target, but say for instance lost keys in the dark or something like that. A cool thing about this is that you can turn it and you get different colors. There's red, there's green, and there's blue. Then of course you have your white. So I think this thing is pretty cool, especially for the cheap man's wallet. Pretty cool thing. Next, what we have here is the knife. This right here is a Gerber knife. It was a standard issue military, I guess you can call it, weapon, because of the fact that in the state of Arkansas, a knife classified as a weapon would be anything over 3.5 inches, and it's fully automatic. This thing even has a safety. You see that? Red, you're dead. If you don't see red, you can press this button and try to engage. Nothing will happen. Alright, when you want to engage or when you find yourself in a sticky situation, this is what makes this tool a weapon, is the fact that I can press this and that bad boy will come out. This is a 4.2 inch Gerber iron rod steel. Alright, this thing is sturdy as can be, and it is used as a defensive weapon. Alright, this is a last case scenario if my Glock doesn't work, which that never happens and never will happen, but hopefully I will never have to use this to get up close and personal with somebody. Next is you have my baby. This is the Glock 19, and what I'm gonna do, yes, this is a combat fork, and no, I don't carry this in my vehicle. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a safety check first. As you see right there, the trigger is actually depressed. That's how I carry my gun. How I carry my gun is it's comfortable for me, so that way I know that if something happens and the trigger accidentally gets pressed, I know nothing's gonna happen because the trigger is already pressed back, and it's not gonna start any cycle of operations, because that's the way I set up my gun. The first thing I want to do is keep my finger off the trigger right here, depress the magazine release. Alright, those are Hornady critical defense, and yes, they are my favorite load that I choose to carry for my everyday carry, to include in-home defense and on my vehicle. Next step you want to do is watch the muzzle right there. You want to cock it back, verify inside that it is clear, and it is clear. Alright, this right here is a Glock 19. As everybody knows pretty much everything about it, but it's tailored to my needs. It has this real rubbery texturized grip right here. Alright, and this right here, a lot of lawyers would say that, why'd you make your gun more tactical? Well, in a situation where you find yourself getting bloody or sweaty, or have his or hers I guess blood on you from a crime that you try to prevent from happening, then this would come in handy. All right. So what I also did to this Glock was I put a tritium sights on here, and these were Glock factory. They were pretty good. I have no issues with them. This gun has probably over 500 holster presentations. You know, I've actually reholstered this thing a lot, and I don't see any type of serrations or any type of abrasions on the side to where it'll be noticeable and take away from the aesthetics of the gun. All right. Another thing that I did was I put the butt plug in. What I found out that if I drop the gun in some mud, kick it around, throw some dirt in it, then it has a slight possibility of not firing or failing to fire. But normal everyday use of this gun is always gonna fire. I've never had any type of jams. You can feed any type of load in it, from your cheap Fioche ammo to your Hornady critical defenses. It'll all cycle through here, and it loves the Winchester white box for target. All right, but this right here is by far the most awesome tool that I have and I keep in my car. Especially for me, I travel a lot, so when I travel, this is I have a concealed weapons permit. Also, my job requires me to stay armed, so pretty much 24/7 I'm always armed with a gun, and I can tell you, I honestly feel much safer carrying a firearm, whether it is to protect myself or to protect others. It's a critical tool that you should always have in your toolbox. You ever walked into a mechanic shop and you can never find a drill bit or something like that?